Welcome back to geometry. This is going to be section 4.7 in this book, the last section of chapter 4. And what we've been talking about is triangles, yay! And the last little bit about triangles is what about triangles in the coordinate plane. And remember, coordinate plane is fancy math talk for a piece of graph paper making a graph, okay? So you will, whenever you do this, you need to buy graph paper. You don't need to do messy graphs like mine. But I don't have a graph very easy on my whiteboard, mine are kind of messy, but yours are going to look good, all right? So here is my piece of graph paper. Here's my x-axis and my y-axis. And the first thing the book talks about is sometimes you're asked to put shapes on the coordinate plane and then figure out things about them. And the first thing they said is, like, if you had a 2x6 rectangle and you were going to put it on your piece of graph paper and you can put it anywhere you want, you should do it smartly. You should make it in a place where it would be easy to be able to calculate lengths and stuff like that. So here's a rectangle, my phone, and like if I was and imagine it's 2x6, it kind of looks like that, right? And if I put it on here, I wouldn't want to put it like this. That would make it very hard to figure out lengths and stuff like that. But if I put it here, oh, that'd be very easy, or there. They said even here, but I don't think that one's so good. I think the way to go would be to put it this way or that way. So let's do that. So it's going to be 2 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my 6, 2x6. And so say if we put this shape on here, and now we know it's 2 on this side and 6 on that side, and they wanted area. We know area equals length times width by tradition, written in cursive, and that would be 2 times 6 is 12. It would be very easy to see it. So what they are saying is be smart when you have to put shapes onto your piece of graph paper. Think about it and make it easy for yourself. They said, well, what about this one? A 5x12 triangle. So the easiest way to put this 5x12 triangle would be to put it this way, where we can see that it's 5 on this side and 12 on that side. And then they wanted us to calculate x and find out what x is. And we could do that a couple of ways. We could do the Pythagorean Theorem, because there's a right triangle, they told us. A squared plus b squared is c squared would tell us how long x is. Or we can use these 2 points. This point is 0, 5, and this point is 12, 0, and we can put it into the distance formula and figure it out that way too. Now I have on my calculator programs that will do both of these, and if you have it on your calculator, I highly encourage you to use your programs. The reason why do I want you to do it the easy way and use your programs? Because this calculator is used in college and on those tests. And when you take those tests, if you are really good at, or college tests, if you are really good at using your programs and using your calculator, you're going to do better on those tests. Your calculator doesn't stay up too late. It doesn't have an upset stomach. It's not nervous. It's going to do it right. You, on the other hand, are iffy. Let's be honest. So the more you practice these programs, the better you're going to be at them, the quicker, the better grade you're going to make on those college tests and on those college entrance tests. So if you got the programs, I say use them. And if you don't have them and you're taking this class from me, you can get them from me. Come by my house. I've got cables. I'll give you all my programs. Okay? All right. So these are the ways we could get that. So we could do this on our calculator, not using a program. So 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. So the square root, you do second x squared of 25 plus 144 is 13. So we know our side right here, x equals 13. make sure you can get the answer both with Pythagorean Theorem and with the distance formula. Practice those. Alright, here's another one that's kind of interesting where you can use your formulas. And also, this one uses the midpoint formula, and I have a program for that too. Alright, so here we have a triangle in our coordinate plane. And I didn't draw the whole coordinate plane, but this is the x-axis. That's the y, x, y. And we put a triangle in it the smart way, the easy way, where it's easy to read. And it's 160 on this side and 160 on that side. So that means I had to change my scale because there's not 160 lines on your piece of graph paper. Alright, and we are told that these two triangles are congruent, and we have this point L. And we know that it's the midpoint because these triangles are congruent. Okay? And we can use the midpoint formula because they want to know what is the ordered pair where L is. Well, we can use the midpoint formula, which is where you take your x's and add them up and divide by 2, and you take your y's and add them up and divide by 2, and that gives, they're like averages. It gives you the ordered pair. So the ordered pair for L is at 80-80, which you almost could have guessed, couldn't you? Alright, so that's it for chapter 4. Read all the examples very carefully in the book, make sure you understand them, but I think you're doing great, and I'll see you next time. Math is great.